posted it on Instagram because it's like summer come again. But you know what it is doing? Because we definitely know, Sean Picker, by the way, is a do-it-yourself guy, which is why I told him about everything home. It's dark a lot more. It's dark earlier, it's dark longer in the morning, and so my Mr. Beams are getting overused right now, which is great.
Well, that's what I like too, because I let my dogs out all times of the day and night and stuff like that. I like the entire yard to be lit up. I like to come home and have the driveway lit up. I also like it indoors because I built my own house and forgot to put the switch in the door walking into the house.
It's so true. I use one in the garage as I go into the garage, and I use one on the stairs going down into the basement so I can get to the switch. They're useful everywhere, and they're super bright. You get a set of 2 here.
Right.
White is an option. Is that chocolate?
Yep, that's the brown.
This is a gray. And this is what I have in my home, which is the black. Gray's a little bit more limited. Less than $21 each for this is... It's so good. 4 easy payments of $10.99.
Yeah, what you see is these have NetBright technology, so they talk to one another. So when you have these and you get them at home, they're automatically paired. So if you have one set up in the front yard and one in the backyard, when one of the motion sensors is tripped, they will automatically both go on. Now, you can change that if you want them to work independently. The 2 guys we have here in front of us are on a separate channel from the other ones we're going to show you in a minute. So you have the ability to change it up however you want. You could put 50 of these on the same channel. You get 450 lumens of light per light, so 450 here, 450 here. You get at 118 feet of beam distance, and this little motion sensor here is heat and motion censored. It sees you before you see it up to 30 feet away.
Tell me why Mr. Beams.
Well, because in 5 minutes you have this out of the box, your 4 D-cell batteries in, all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and they're working. That's how simple and easy. Yet you get all the bright you need where you want it, when you need it. Instead of running all the electricity, there's no app for your phone to get them to talk to one another. The technology is unbelievable here.
4D batteries you got to put in these. I have had ours when did Mr. Beam start? 2 years ago?
Yes.
Here at QVC?
Yes.
I've had them that long, and I've only replaced the batteries once, and that was probably about a month ago.
Yeah, because you get a lot of activations. You get 6,600 activations out of this. So if these guys go off 18 times a night, every night for 365 days, you'll only use 1 set of D batteries per light.
And I've had mine for 2 years because they didn't really do that. They never went off that as many times. So I in fact give them to my daughters, like if they're walking to our neighbor's house, like I have them hold them and take one because they're so bright. Mr. Beams is so much brighter. There's so many places on our property where I don't want to get an electrician, where I can't hardwire something.
Right.
This is so much easier.
This is the answer. We're going to show you how it works. We're going to bring down our lights here so you can see what we're talking about. So when we bring down the lights, we're going to go totally dark. Kirsten and I are going to try not to move so we don't trigger the ones that go off behind us. So you see it gets dark. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one of the lights we have here. And as I go to pick up this one light, everything behind us lights up. But you can see that one light, even against the 3 other ones you see on the house back here.
Crazy.
You can see how bright this is. So if I take this away, look. All right, now look at it shining on the house. So this is it shining out from your house to you. So it lights up everything out there. Huge circles of light. So there's no question, is that a deer in your yard or is that somebody who shouldn't be there? Are your dogs still in your yard or did they go over to the neighbor's yard? And let's face it, as you said, it got dark at 7 o'clock last night.
I know.
We're going to be in the dark so much more. So whether it's in the morning, the night, whatever it might be, this is a great way to light up that one step that maybe you trip over. That maybe that back basement area that you can't run electricity to. So indoor, outdoor, and yes, they talk to one another.
Set of 2. 4 easy payments of $11. These would be $79.99, but you're getting them home for a featured price of $43.99. I can read so much better by this light. More than 100,000 of these have been picked up. 450 lumens. It's bright.
It's super bright. To me, it feels like it's more than 450
It does,
lumens.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
And it feels like daylight against that wall.
You can see it. That looks nice when the lights are shining out from the house, but when it actually shines out there, when I put this up there, you can see the difference. Look. We go from lighting up our entire driveway and everything. So if you were inside the house, you would definitely see me. These would see me before I even got close.
Yeah.
Look, when someone's coming to your house and they're this close to your house, that's too close for me.
It is.
I don't want them peering in the windows. I want to see them as soon as I can. So 30 feet away and boom, when this light's hit them, you know what's going on.
Yeah, if they're not a good person and they shouldn't be there, that light is going to freak them out and they're going to leave.
Right. The other cool thing is these are motion censored and heat censored. So they're on a 20-second timer unless the motion stops. So in other words, Kirsten and I were walking around, so these didn't go off. so you don't have to quick move around again. So if you're unloading the groceries into the house, they'll stay lit as long as you're moving in that area.
A lot of people are picking up more than one set. It makes sense. If you only have 1 or 2 spots where you need them, then the set of 2 works. But we've got front doors, back doors. We've got, you know, walkways up to our house. We've got driveways. If you're like me, I put one in the base on the way down to the basement to be able to get down to that light. Like you mentioned, right as you come in the door. I even put them, you know, in some places where I'm not going to be wanting to turn the lights on a lot,
right.
So they could just trigger and give me that burst of light that I need at the time.
And that's the beauty of it. You can put them wherever you want them. Indoors, outdoors, you can mount them. There's 3 screws. You can put them right side up, upside down, doesn't matter. And you can see the circle of light that they cast and how much it is. We have several of them on the QVC home back here. You can see how bright it is. It lights up our entire yard. But even then, if I shine the one on the house, you can see how bright this light is. You can see the big circle pattern. So one light covers a huge amount of surface area.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because looking at them shining at you, they're like, oh yeah, they're bright. But when you see them against a wall, then it's, right?
I'm walking up to your house. You can definitely see who I am. It's so bright.
We're going to get him.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only 4 feet away because that's the length of my arm. But if I had this sitting there and then you walked up against it, at 30 feet away, you can identify what it is or who it is and what's going on.
I'm going to show you the colors, but first I want to show you all the features that come along with these. And you get a set of 2, and a lot of people are picking up more than 1 set of them because the Easy Pay today is really great. There's that NetBright technology.
Yeah, that's something that only we have here with these lights. They're one of the reasons why we're part of the Ring family of security now.
Easy to install. Oh, that's great. They talk to each other, right?
It is because of the NetBright technology. There's no other motion lights out there that aren't app-driven or anything else that talk to one another the way these do. And you could put up to 50 lights on one channel. You have 4 different channels to choose from.
Look at that, 675 square feet of light coverage. I think my first apartment was less than that.
Right. So it's a huge area. They're fully adjustable. They're great for in sheds. So if you got to be putting the trash cans away in the dark now, get one for your shed. You can mount them any way you want. You can pivot them. You can move them around. You can take them down. There's no wrong way to put these up or down. There's 450 lumens in this light, 450 lumens in this light. This light talks to this light right out of the box. If you want to talk to this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, you can. So it's fully customizable.
White is newer and it's been very, very popular. This is like chocolate brown. It's a really dark brown. This is gray, which is our more limited set. And then this is also the black set of 2.
Yeah.
4 easy payments of $11, January 31st, 2019. Return policy like you get with everything, and free exchanges on colors. Sean's going to bring us something brand new in just a little bit during our countdown to Christmas gift kickoff. This is a flashlight with a video camera in it. Are you kidding me? How cool?